Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I thought I'd pick probably what's going to be some of the last Black Madeira. Still a lot of green figs on the tree, but it's getting cooler. And as soon as the temperatures get cooler, they really don't ripen. You can see from the tree, I've been trying to cut down on water, so I might have stressed them a little bit. It gets pretty warm in here when it's bright blue skies with no clouds, but then it's getting pretty cool, starting to get cool in the at nighttime. So I have a lot of leaf drop here, leaves turning yellow. It's like fall. But I thought I'd pick some of these Black Madeira. I've got an Ischia Black I can pick. This here I brought in because the squirrels have been getting some of the figs that I have outside. And I noticed this ripe fig on this bottom shoot from this Lebanese red right here. I don't know. You could use it another day. It's soft. But another thing, when it starts to get cooler, the Black Madeira, the reason I was cutting down on the water is they really split. So it could be not just I'm cutting down on the water, but then when I do water, it's these extremes where, you know, if they were just consistently a certain moisture level, maybe they wouldn't split. But you get the cooler temperatures and it's maybe more humid, they start to split open. So you can see here, this one is split. But in one respect, it almost helps sort of dry it out, dry the moisture out, as long as the those little flies don't get in and lay eggs. And I don't seem to have any flies in the lean-to this year. So you can see how it just splits open, but you can see how it's dried up, sort of becomes concentrated and sweet. Here's a UC Davis Black Madeira. It hasn't done much. It's 2012. It's in a small pot, but you can see this has some fig nectar, and it's still green. So that's unusual. Got another example here. A lot more fig honey or fig nectar, and it's still not darkening up. It's soft. This is another UC Davis. These larger trees I have, I believe, are from Encanto Farms. So let's pick this one off here. I think the only difference is that the UC Davis ones are a little bit more difficult to grow. I think because of fig mosaic virus, and these seems to be a little bit more resistant to it. You can see the air layer here. All the leaves have fallen off. There was just one lone fig on there, and I had that yesterday. Pretty good. But, I don't know, I'm not seeing, unless they're on the other side or being obscured by tape, I don't see any roots. So here's a group of 3. This one's really, wow, it's almost completely dehydrated, naturally dehydrated on the tree. And this is green still on the neck. Twist that off, but you can see there's no latex. So the trees are starting to shut down. There's some more here. There's another one dehydrated. This one's pretty hard. This is soft. You can see this one is just completely splayed open and dried out. And I've got one Ischia Black in the back there. Take this one. Man, that eye's really, nothing could get into that. So I think I'm going to pick this Lebanese red. I think I still have time for these hardy Chicago to ripen up. Got them underneath the net here. And this one's been darkening up. Still need some more time. I can see some roots on the surface of the air layer here. So you can see the different shapes and colors of even just one fig variety here, the Black Madeira. So these look like they've dehydrated and really darkened up inside, even though they have some green tinge to them. Yeah, you can see they're just starting to ripen differently once the cooler temperatures arrive. And there again you can see the interior, which can resemble, or it could be the other way around, when maggots get in there, they resemble the natural interior of the fig, the Black Madeira. So you tend to want to be a little bit cautious. I don't see any movement. And again, like I said, I don't see any, there's not a lot of flies in here hovering around. They'll be hovering around the eye. And like I said in another previous video, the fig honey won't congeal. You'll have this juice dripping out of the fig. It's being liquefied by the infestation of the flies and the maggots. Nice topic to have just before you want to sample a fig. So even though this has been open, would have been a prime candidate for flies, there's nothing been hovering around any of my figs inside the lean-to here. This one seems to be really concentrated. Nice, good berry and fig flavor. This could have stayed on longer. This actually does have some latex on the neck there. Still very sweet, a little bit more water content, more refreshing than when you have sort of a dehydrated Black Madeira. And the Black Madeira has the chewiness associated with, and the sweetness with the skin also. This one's really dry. Only moisture left looks like it's on the where the pulp meets the skin.
Yeah. Very sweet. Now here is a, wow, that was really, it's like the skin becomes like a fruit roll-up. Very concentrated sugar and fig flavor. So I see a black. It's good. I think I said in another video that Black Madeira doesn't dehydrate well. Well, I think I'm wrong. If done right, I think maybe all figs can be dehydrated before they spoil. This one here has been opened up to the air for a long time. Cut this off. Still good. And here's a Lebanese red. Sort of pale in comparison to the redness of the Black Madeira. I can smell that it's not that smell you have with a almost ripe fig, but not quite there. Won't have too much sugar content. Has some sweetness. I know how to describe the smell and the flavor of the outside layer here of a fig when it's not quite at that ripe stage. It's like a raw flavor, if that makes any sense. So this is New England Gardening, sampling some of the last figs that are ripening here in the lean-to. Black Madeira. I think I'll be leaving, as usual, a lot of green ones on the tree. They won't be able to ripen properly as soon as the temperatures start to cool off at night. And Lebanese red and Nicaea black. Thanks for watching.